Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Who's made these garlands? Mataji, I know, but which one? I can guess. I mean, it's not that men are not allowed to make garlands. Men can also do. Traditionally, men would make garlands for their deities, their worshipping. Anyway, many thanks for making these nice garlands. And someone must have driven, where, from Almetievsk to bring these garlands, to bring the flowers Mahadev brought, all the way from Izhevsk, from Sarapul. There are better flowers in Sarapul than Izhevsk.
Oh, in Sarapul they grow.
I see. So you get them cheaper and fresher. Okay. Is Nityananda Vangsha growing flowers? Is a flower. He's from Sarapul, isn't he? No, they have huge greenhouses, probably, yeah. Well, now that you've brought it, you can continue making them, but I was going to say that the locally grown flowers, that would be quite sufficient and actually very pleasing. Once in Zagreb, devotees, for some reason or other, they weren't able to buy any flowers, and they just went out in the fields and bought what people would think were weeds, some just local wild-growing flowers, and gave me a garland made from that. And they were afraid, because I have a reputation of being very intolerant, that I would chastise them for that. So then the garland was going to me, I said, "Oh, who made this garland?" And no one wanted to say. And I said, actually, this is nicer than just buying it from the market. If you go and pick the flowers personally, that's much nicer. And I said, okay. In India, you can buy ready-made garlands, and instead of having kirtan in the temple, you can have a machine which does the drumming and the banging the bell. Dung, 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 dung. You have a machine which does that. And in many places nowadays also, in the aratis, there's just a recording of some kirtan going on. Some kirtan, not sang kirtan. Some kirtan. And nowadays, our scientific friends are making robots, so you can have a robot to do the arati for you. And if robotic science becomes more advanced, you might even be able to program a bionic man to give the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Oh yeah, in India also you can buy milk sweets ready-made, especially in Bengal. But there is bhakti in actually picking flowers, making the garlands, singing for Krishna. When I was first allowed in the temple and that was 1975 in Bhaktivedanta Manor in London, I remember hearing that, I'm just saying that because I don't know if Srila Prabhupada actually said it, but I was told at that time that Srila Prabhupada had said that at all the aratis, and there are 7 aratis a day, there should be devotees singing for the pleasure of Krishna. So that was one of my first services when I joined the temple. The pujari would call me, come for the midday arati. No one else comes. Come and sing. So I thank you for bringing the flowers from Sarapul. And I see the devotees, they've grown so many flowers for this festival. So it's very pleasing to the devotees to plant the flowers, watch it, how it's growing, and here I don't think you need to put fertilizer, but look after the then pick it, and then you make a garland, then you offer it to Krishna. It's a lot more pleasing than buying a ready-made garland from the market. And it's much more pleasing to Krishna also. Krishna likes flowers. More than offering jewels and gold, if you can offer nice flowers every day to Krishna, Krishna will be very pleased. India is flower culture. Flowers are just part of life, everyday life. Huge quantities of flowers are brought into the cities every day. for people to offer to their deities. If any respected person comes, then you should give him a garland. If there's any festival or celebration, like a wedding, then big gates decorated fully with flowers, and flowers everywhere. Especially in South India, the women, they wear flowers in their hair. So it's flower culture. Krishna's culture is flower culture. That's nicer than blood culture, isn't it? Killing animals and drink. What do you think? I think you're. That's why you're here. You're not sitting in McDonald's restaurant. Okay, Hare Krishna.